Hello everyone, Alharbal here. I hope you're doing well today. Today's plan is to start a new video series. I'm sorry, what? Oh, what happened? Wait, I recognize this place. Am I in Windurst? This is not good. The last thing I remember, there was a crab in my room. What in the world? This is definitely Port Windurst. I recognize this. I remember being here. It's been a while since I came here last. I stopped playing Final Fantasy 11. Alright, let's try to snap out of this thing. It's gotta be a dream. It's gotta be a hallucination. I need to find a way. I never realized how exhausting this was going to be. Being hit did not wake me up. I could also not jump in the water by the porch. I haven't leveled yet. I don't know if I can. I guess we gotta try. Defeating monsters and gaining experience does appear to work exactly like it did when this was a video game. So I have to assume everything else does as well, and I think what I'm gonna do now is do the Trust Quest. When you complete the Trust Quest, you gain access to a bunch of NPCs that follow you around and help you fight monsters. So surely that's the next step. Since I got reincarnated in Windurst, we're gonna end up getting Kupipi as our first trust, and then we're gonna have to do a repetitive quest with an NPC named Watada, which will unlock the rest of our trusts. Sadly, the trusts don't seem to be very, conversational? I took a break after talking to Kupipi and her body double to do a little bit of fashion. It does appear everything works exactly like in the game, so I also decorated my house. This hearth should increase my skill gain rate. I wonder how that'll feel. After finishing my chores, I went outside and started the summoning. Summoning Kupipi completes the Records of Eminence objective, which then allows you to return to Kupipi to finish the quest itself. I'm glad home points work exactly like they used to. You can teleport between any home point you've been at before. That allows me to very quickly finish this part. And now I just need to summon all of these slightly brain-dead companions who appear to act just like they did in the game. They're like robot versions of their own personalities. If I were to talk to these NPCs for real, I bet they would actually talk to me, but the trusts don't appear to be able to do that. It's a little unnerving, I'm not gonna lie. The party I'm going to run with is Kupipi, Belineral, and Cornelia. I don't remember Cornelia being available as a trust, but she makes me move like way faster, you guys. Combat is quite a lot scarier now that I'm actually doing it myself, but there does appear to be some automation to it. I can only attack so often, I can't just swing my dagger like crazy, and I'm getting a little help, I guess? I don't know what they gave Valineral, but I think he might be juicing. Either way, it's working quite well. I tried to congratulate him once, and he just joined me in clapping? It was awkward. After my little excursion, where I was definitely carrying the team and doing all of the damage, I decided it was time to upgrade my wardrobe a little bit. Thankfully, the Sparks NPC works exactly like it did in the game, and I can easily get just a simple kit of armor. I'm glad I remembered that Unity warping is a thing you can do in the game. I remember the old days where you would travel all the way through Maura and take the boat to Selbina, and only then could you start doing your sub-job quests because you relied on a party, you had to go farm crab aprons. Nowadays, you Unity warp, you end up right outside of Selbina, and you can almost instantly start on your quest to get a sub-job. The new sub-job unlock quest comes from Gilgamesh and requires you to get bee pollen. I am really glad I chose to be a thief because treasure hunter is going to make my life so easy. In Silbina, I spoke to the very nice receptionist who pointed out the mayor to me. The mayor is the man who actually wants the bee pollen. He needs 3 clumps of it, and it can be found around Kronstadt. So, to Kronstadt we go, and we're not the kind of person who would run, because now we know better. So we get back to the Unity teleporters and end up right where we need to be, where Valefor will once again regale us with his magic. Yippee! Personally, I'm starting to think Valefor is just like a massive show-off. Like he has an ego the size of Saturn or something. And so his robotic accomplice, his trust, ends up acting out on that ego. Yippee! Like, why does he have to say yippee? Why does he have to do it? Slow and steady, I was eventually getting a couple of bee pollens doing this, but sadly I couldn't do anything about the man. He cannot be stopped. Still, at least that was our last bee pollen, and we can now go unlock our sub-job. I gave the mayor the bee pollen that we extracted, yippies and all, and he decided to introduce me to Gilgamesh, the pirate leader of Norg. In the conversation, Gilgamesh invited me to come visit them in Norg, and he said he had left a ship behind that I could take at my leisure. This is quite a big deal because access to Norg means I could be a samurai, I could be a ninja, I could eat some sahagin. For some reason that sounds very tempting. I don't even like fish. I think. I didn't like fish. After my meeting with Gilgamesh, I realized I was not quite level 18 yet, and therefore could not talk to Isakio to get my sub-job. It was really strange when I tried to talk to him, because he literally did not respond. So, level and job requirements may be a bit too systemic. It sort of turns human beings into robots until you are eligible, I guess, to talk to them like humans. Still, I did get my sub-job, and for now, we're gonna set it to be warrior. I talked to my Moogle for the first time, and asked him how I would change my job. To which he simply replied, "Well, what job do you want to be, Kipo?" I was hesitating, but I said, warrior with a sub-job of thief, please? And then I blacked out. I woke up apparently seconds later, and I was level 1. I feel so weak, you guys. It's almost incredible how much your level impacts you in this world. Still, it was about time to get to work, to get that Valefor action going. Almost as on cue, Valefor. You never disappoint, do you? And getting level 10 was quite easy. It was all me, obviously. No help. I teleported my way back over to Silbina and had a chat with Mr. Abs here. I asked him if his abs stood for abstinence, and unfortunately, yes, they did. The boat ride took about 3 hours. I miss the game. I really miss when this was a video game. I moved on over to where Gilgamesh lives in order to advance the mission line. Now, the mission in Norg starts off Rhapsodies of Vana'diel, and I meet Aroha, who tells me that I am her master, and she has traveled from the future in order to try to save the world. It's quite a lot to take in, to be honest with you, but she does seem to be for real. After our conversation, where she detailed the ways in which the world fell to darkness and was completely ruined for all time, I was lucky enough to catch Gilgamesh again, and he could tell me that he had a special stone for me. When I put that stone in my bag, I instantly felt stronger. It's called a rhapsody? I guess that's where the mission line comes from, and I wasn't expecting items in the game to have an effect I can feel in this way. I left Nog and decided to travel through the Merfitol Mountains so that I could grind myself some Gozbit grass. It really helps to know a little bit about how the world works before I got sucked in here, because I already know I need 4 bundles of this grass in order to do the quest with the wounded chocobo in Upper Juno. Getting a chocobo license is probably going to be quite a big deal, and I'm a little bit afraid of what it's going to feel like to ride the chocobo. Oh god. My fears were immediately confirmed when I was told to ride a frigging raptor. This thing is scary. It has teeth. A little Tari in a costume forced me to do this, otherwise I won't be able to ride anything else. I did at least manage to finish my task of riding the raptor through the land. It's kind of strange to be interacting with mini-games in real life. It's almost like a school task I was asked to do, but I did finish. I got my chocobo license, and I think I'm gonna book a hotel, or mog house. Alright, I think it's this way? Yeah, definitely this way.